Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone. My name is Balqis Anuar from Faculty of Built Environment and Surveying, Universiti Teknologi, Malaysia. And today I would like to present my paper titled The Needs of Blockchain Technology in Estate Distribution and its Preliminary Framework. The author of this paper is myself, Syahirah Balqis Anuar, Dr. Fatin Afika, and Shazwan Shazwana Sidi. Problems with managing the diseased estate are becoming more common due to difficulties that arise throughout the estate distribution procedure. Generally, estate refers to property left by a deceased person to be inherited by his family members and others. It includes both movable and immovable property. Estate management planning in Islam is divided into two, namely, estate planning during life referred to testate estate and estate distribution after the property owner's death referred to intestate estate. Among the forms of estate planning during life are hibah, wills, wakaf, alms, and vows. Meanwhile, estate management after death is the distribution of inheritance which is subject to fara'id law. Although fara'id plays a role in the division of property, the distribution of property through such means can lead to problems if not properly managed and not appropriately understood. Blockchain technology, which is equipped with Industry 4.0 technologies, appears to be an appropriate solution to integrate in order to solve estate distribution concerns. Peter and Panay stress that the blockchain operates differently than traditional databases because it encrypts and stores data on every node linked to the network, hence eliminating the potential of a single point of failure, fraud, and corruption. The concept of blockchain can be better understood by comparing it to a Google Doc, although blockchain is far more complex than a simple Google Doc. A document is distributed rather than copied or transferred when created and shared among a group of people. Alternatively, everyone can access the document at the same time in decentralized distribution chain as well as all changes to the document are logged in real time. No one is logged out while waiting for another party to make a change. According to media reports, there are several estate management issues in Malaysia, resulting in more than 1 million inheritance claims worth 52 billion remaining unsettled in 2014. The amount grew to 60 billion in 2016, and there are assets more than 70 billion that have been frozen in 2020. The accumulation of unclaimed estate in the following years, which is 2021, is up to 90 billion. The confusion of the hash is one of the problems because the claim procedure involves multiple jurisdictions with distinct institutions such as Islamic Religious Council, Sharia Court, Land Office, Civil High Court, Amanah Raya Berhad, and other private organizations. Because each of these organizations perform a different function, has encountered difficulties during the claim process. In addition, conflicting information and inconsistencies among estate management departments are caused by inconsistent information management and updating. The information gathered was not properly stored and shared with the rest of the administrative body and agencies. The issue of estate distribution also occurs when heirs who wish to claim the estate fail to provide complete documents to manage the distribution procedure. As a result, when submitting a claim at a land office, civil court, or Amanah Raya Berhad, it may be challenging to recognize and prove the existence of the land. This problem with incomplete documents might also be caused by excessively extended delays in settling the estate distribution. In order to proceed with the estate distribution procedure, the administrator or executor must confirm that the beneficiaries of the inheritance is genuinely eligible and recognized as such under Islamic law. The third problem is when beneficiaries are missing or cannot be identified. Initially, the heirs must apply including a list of name and identity card for estate asset and heirs. However, there are misleading testimony results from the applicant's dishonesty and false designation of heirs. The application of fara'id certificate has been subject to fraud on several occasions, resulting in duplicating certificates during inheritance distribution. As a remedy to these problems, an integrated, up-to-date, and complete record as well as a robust information management system can be a solution. Next, I will expand on the needs of blockchain technology in estate distribution. A blockchain acts as open ledger database in which all information is shared and accessible via each chain of participants, referred to as a node. This is referred to as decentralized system. There is no central server, there is no system owner, there is no system controller. Therefore, everyone in the chain may see and examine all the information or data. There is no secrecy in the blockchain system operation. This is referred to as an open ledger system. Shows here is overview of how blockchain technology works. Firstly, a transaction which is a state distribution application is requested. Then a block that represents the application is created. Every node in the network, including administrative bodies and agencies, receive the block. The transaction will then be verified by all the nodes in the network. Then it will added to current chain of blocks, and finally the application is completed. Among the benefits of blockchain technology if applied to estate distribution process are: first, reduce the duration of estate distribution process. In order to distribute the estate, several administrative bodies must authenticate and verify the validity of the asset. Depending on the complexity of the administration and inheritance property claim processes, this can take anywhere from 4 months to 1 year to complete. Therefore, with the use of blockchain technology to record property transactions will aid in more efficient and effective property management, as transaction and associated information will be updated in near real time. The second benefit is access control and confidentiality. Information privacy is a significant impediment to the sharing of personal information. Information should be exchanged and transferred among organizations only through a reliable network. By using blockchain, cryptography is used to ensure the integrity of the blockchain's record. Participating parties in the network have their private allocated to them, including administrative body and agency involved. Since multiple organizations keep data on estate distribution property, inter-organizational information sharing is necessary to expedite proceedings. The third benefit is transaction and ledger state immutability. Each block contains a unique hash function, block specific number, and hash function from the previous block. The first block is called genesis block. Thus, there must be a previous block that has been forged before a new block can be forged. After the documentation has been updated, it is impossible to make change to it. It is necessary to upload a new document each time the modification is made. This makes it difficult for the attacker to disrupt the block and avoid detection. The ledger state can only be modified using a smart contract function, which is recorded as transaction on the blockchain and cannot be changed otherwise. Figure 2 and Figure 3 shows the framework and scenarios of using blockchain in the estate distribution process. The Royal Malaysia Police RMP must issue the burial permit to the beneficiaries before they may apply for the distribution of the estate. RMP will notify nodes participating in the blockchain. The National Registry Department will then disclose the death certificate. Jabatan Agama Islam Negeri will release the deceased information and the beneficiaries' information. The administrators of estate distribution, property agency, and other interested parties will also be prompted by this. Among the administrative bodies such as Amanah Raya Berhad, Bank Negara Malaysia, Syariah High Court, Lembaga Tabung Haji, Employer Provident Fund, Insurance and Takaful Companies, Estate Planning Entities, and the Road Transportation Department Malaysia. The other parties and agencies that may involve are Perbadanan Wakaf, bankers and creditors, purchaser, and other possible holders. A smart contract will then distribute the whole amount of property among their heads according to Islamic law once all the necessary data and documents have been gathered in one blockchain platform. Money will be then deposited straight into the head's account in the proportion of their part of the estate, and other immovable and movable assets will be transferred to the new owner's name. All of the processes that take place through the platform will be visible to the heads involved. With this, the entire estate distribution process may be accomplished in more dependable, faster, and more accessible manner benefiting both the heads and the administrators and agencies involved in the process. The concept of this preliminary framework and scenario of blockchain technology is to ease and speed up the process of estate distribution, notably involving estate and reliabilities of the deceased person and information of the eligible beneficiaries and other various data related to them. As the conclusion, the administrators and agencies involved in estate distribution in Malaysia need to switch to a more technical approach of document management rather than the more time-consuming and complex existing method. Unclaimed property in Malaysia has increased since the administration of this estate distribution continues to be plagued by the same issues. There are many advantages to in using blockchain technology. It cannot be corrupted, is decentralized, has increased security and distributed ledger, and can expedite the partition of property due to its qualities and faster settlement. However, implementing this blockchain technology necessitates the collaboration of multiple parties including the RMP, NRD, State Islamic Religious Party, High Court, financial institutions, estate distribution administrators, and other organizations. They must therefore be ready for changes in their data management, but their job will be more efficient and smoother as a result. I guess that's all from me. Thank you for listening.